What is up, everybody? Shit, maybe that got cut off a little, but I'm excited. I finally got a little bit of time to do a video, and I chose, maybe I could do a video on Raid Shadow Legends and their new champions that they just dropped, but instead I wanted to kind of get a video out on this hype train game that everybody's playing, and I gotta tell you, it's pretty friggin' sweet. I mean, I didn't want to do a kind of like traditional first impressions video, and I also I found myself, it's not good if I do a video right like kind of at the very beginning of a game, because those videos don't really tell you anything. They also don't like give you any insight. People don't know what they're talking about when they do those videos, and so you don't really know kind of what's going on in the game. And the other thing I found that when I do those videos, I tend to be overly negative, and I tend to get really pissed off about what I think are like pay to win mechanics, or just blatant like gating, power gating, time gating, money gating, things like that. And so it takes me a little while to kind of work through the systems and kind of understand like why the developers did certain things and what they were thinking. And so, sometimes it's not always all about money, even though with these games it usually is. But I do want to say that, gosh damn, this game looks freaking amazing. Like, this is the first game that I've ever played on mobile where I actually will just sit and watch it on auto because it looks so good. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. Like, I'm still on my Pixel 3 XL, but everything just like, somebody said it was because it was running at like 120 FPS or like 120 hertz refresh or something weird. I don't know, but everything about it just looks like amazing. So to get into it, I don't really know what I want to show. I just kind of wanted to get in here and do a video on this game. What I've been doing, let's see, I'm level 22. I have been farming the absolute living piss out of this game, and I love the way they've done farming. Here's another, for example, this is another mechanic that I thought I really disliked. Like, you go to your farm, and for me, I do stage 1-1 hard. And this is just tons of stuff that they've done with this game that's really cool. You don't need to complete story mode easy in order to get to the hard levels. You just need to complete that one kind of little island. Once you complete this island, you've kind of unlocked hard. And so in that regards, it's a little bit different than Overhit. So I go here to kind of 1-1, and I show you my team, right? And so this is the fodder that I've been leveling up. These are just like random epics, and that's kind of what I want to showcase in this video is the mechanic they've built in. That's just an amazing mechanic. And so I have Balder. He's kind of my guy that I've been working on skilling up. I ran out of seeds, and I have a dupe of him, but I can't level my dupe to 60 because I don't have seeds, and I'm likely not going to have seeds for, probably 2 weeks before I can get +1 on him. But here's the cool thing: like when I take these guys are all max level, right? If I take these guys in, technically, nobody gets XP. But what they've done in this game is they've implemented this cool little training thing, and this training thing isn't like a passive, like the pit in Raid Shadow Legends. This is where you put dudes that you want to level, but maybe you don't have like a farmer that can just absolutely smoke it, or just maybe in general you're working through content, you're doing quests. I think the developers have realized there's a lot of just grinding. Even after your max level, you're still going to do your quests, and that's a lot of just wasted XP. And so what you do is you just put other characters in here, and whatever level your max level gets would have gotten, 20% of what would have been wasted instead goes to these guys. And you have, this number here, 360,000 XP per day that you can give to just guys who just sit in the training area and just train up with what you do. It's not a passive thing. I don't like passive things. It just forces you to like check your dudes every 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes in order to level them up. I love this mechanic. And so I've been farming the crap out of 1-1. It's a stage. Balder starts with 5 soul. He instantly uses his level 2, wipes the bees, nobody dies, nobody loses XP, and everybody's happy. It takes me about like 3-4 seconds, and I just burn through my energy. And so the reason I've been doing that is, if you want to go to my Elune list, the reason I've been doing that is I just want to level up epics. And you can see here, I have a boatload of epics: Sid Rainier, whatever, BJ Birdman, Taya, Thanatos, let's see, Leskar, some other people over here, Dupe Leskar. All these guys I'm going to go ahead right now and fusion. So I could do summoning videos in this game, but I'm trying to keep myself a baby dolphin. I don't really feel the need to pay in this game, and after paying money into overhit and realizing, that's a stupid game to put money into, I went into this one thinking, I'm not going to. And I got some really good pulls at the beginning. I did do the select kind of legendary one, the select 4-star, whatever that one was, for $29.99. I got some more legendaries, and I've just been kind of lucky. I think I've done maybe 10 pulls total with crystals, and just, the random crystals that you get, plus I think I have the 15-day like kind of crystal and 15-day Aeon pack, because those are the only things that I'll actually invest in. And just using the crystals just passively that we're getting, we pulled an Arsalan, we pulled a McCarthy dupe, and we pulled Caroline dupe and Fahrenheit. And I honestly, I think I got the rev off of some just random, like card, premium card summon, where you don't have any extra chance to get epics, but you just like get these random cards and you use them and you summon, and I got Rave. I don't really know what I'm going to do with her. She's probably just going to sit there. For my team, when I need lots of single target DPS, I use Balder and Caroline, and when I need like some more AoE clear or the chance to kind of stun lock everybody on Dimensional Gate, I use McCarthy and Balder. So between those three, I kind of have different types of clears. But back to my point, like I could show you summons, but summons aren't really that good, because you can wail all you want on summons in this game. All it's going to do is just going to fill your bank full with characters. And what are you going to do? You're going to level them up to 50, and then you're going to sit on your ass, because you cannot transcend your characters by wailing. And the reason you can't is, let's just take a look at my Balder dupe. If I wanted to level this guy up to 5-star, I would need 16 seeds. And if I wanted to level him up to 6-star, I believe it's 22 seeds. So that is, 38 seeds that I would need in order to get this guy to be to be a dupe worthy, transcend ready. I mean, from the dungeon, you get maybe 8 per day, and that's if you're refreshing once for 30 rubies, and that's if you've already unlocked, adverse or whatever it is, hard mode or something like that. You can get 4 seeds per day. The warrior DPS seeds, they come up once a week. That's it. So you're not going to be just transcending your guys like crazy by just buying and summoning. That's just not going to work. And at first, I was really pissed off. I mean, just look at the way this thing looks. This looks awesome. At first, I was super pissed off. If you'd have seen me in Discord, I probably would have been like, you know what? I'm about done with this game. There's no way to get seeds. It's just going to take so long. You get like 1 seed a day. It's going to take 47 weeks for a free-to-play player to transcend 1 6-star one time. And obviously, again, I just didn't know the mechanics of the game. I didn't know that as you unlocked harder levels of the Lightshare dungeon, you would get, more seeds. And at 8 per day, that's pretty decent. So you get 8 per class per week using your refreshes. Otherwise, you get 4. And honestly, I'm really, really happy about that because, I mean, you can't whale the seeds. The only other place you can get seeds is, I believe, in this one package. You can get 5 seeds, 5 seeds, 99 bucks. They give you a shit ton of seeds, right? They give you 5 for every class, but really that's just like, once you get to where you're clearing adverse, that's like 1 week's worth of just doing it, just playing the game, and you're doing that for 99 bucks. So obviously don't buy this pack. It's not going to get you anything. Legendary skill book, you can get those via playing the game and killing the pirates. So because you can't really whale this stuff, and even then, even if you use these, like, whatever these little crystals are, where the hell is this shop? Let's go to the Elune points. You can save up all your crystals, and you can buy, what, 5 seeds per week. That's it. So you're really not gonna just shoot up to, you know, a team of 6 stars, all transcended plus 5 legendaries. It's just not gonna happen. So what do? Like, how do you kind of bypass this, what I called seed gate? It's not costume gate, it's seed gate. And man, I was super pissed. But like I said, the more I think about it, the better off we are as a community, you know, keeping people on, you know, relatively even footing. And it forces you to grind, to actually play the game. And the way you bypass the seeds is through this cool system that they've introduced. And I've never seen this in other games. I think this is awesome. It's through fusion. And so if I were to, I can't really, because I don't have any max blues, but when you do this, you take 2 blues that are maxed out, max level, and you're guaranteed to get 1 extra star on them. And then I think in Korea, I think K Gaming was saying that you get a 1% chance to get an upgraded rarity. It says here rarity at a set rate. I don't know if it changes. Maybe from blues to epics, it's a higher percentage, but from epics to legendary, it might be super, super low, and that's fine, because if you, like here, let's do this. Oh, do I have not any 5 stars? I can do Cyrus, and we'll do Cyrus and the panda. That's fine. Here we go. We'll do Birdman and Birdman right here. So you see, we've only done 2. But once you get to 60, when your fusion points are at max, your next one has a guaranteed chance of a higher rarity. So you can fuse a bunch of 4-star 40s, 4-star 40s, 4-star 40s, and then once you've done 60, you take 2 5-star epics and pop them in there, and boom, you have a 6-star legendary ready to be used as a transcend dupe. Of course, you can't control which one it is, but there aren't that many. There aren't that many legendaries in the game right now, so chances are you're gonna get a dupe for something you have. It's a really cool mechanic. So I believe this is where you really want to see stuff. When you start fusing your 5-star maxes and popping a legendary out of that is way, way, way better than popping a legendary off of a summon. Popping a legendary off of summon, that thing's just gonna sit in your bank for ages before you can actually turn that into something that you can transcend. In fact, if you're gonna whale, you might as well just level up your legendaries and fuse them. That way you can get a 6-star legendary, because other than that, I really just don't. There's no way to get past the seeds. And you could whale, sure, that's a lot of money just storing up legendaries in your inventory. So all right, so let's see. We can't do that many of these, unfortunately. I didn't realize they actually cost this much, but we can do 4. We have enough for 4. So let's do 4. So fuse. Ooh, epic, 5-star. Who do we get? And I'm stoked because there's a lot of epics that I really, really want, and I don't want to get them at 3-star. Like, I don't want to get a Kai at 3-star. We got a Sid Rainier. We totally don't need a Sid Rainier at 5-star, but that's cool. We'll level him up and we'll fuse him. So let's see. Let's do this guy and Taya. Oh, there's a bunch of them on my teams right now. Okay. Epic, 5-star. Let's pull a Reyna. Reyna or Chloe Van. That's what we really want to see. Or a Kai. I would be totally down with a Kai. Okay, Seraphine. That's an interesting. I need to like kind of work on my Seraphine. I might actually use her. I have like now. This is my 4th one. I have a lot of dupes of her. So let's see. We'll do 32, 64. Okay, we can definitely do 2 more. We'll get rid of Thanatos and we'll get rid of Bakwongjong. Fuse. 5-star. Let's see what we get. Okay, Kunar. This guy was interesting. I was just commenting that most of the epics that do bleeds. So bleed is the essential, like kind of HP burn / poison. It does percentage of max HP on a boss, and there aren't a lot of characters that do bleed to begin with. It's a really good debuff. The main issue is that epics that do bleed, I believe the bleed is capped at 50% of the epic's attack. So it's not really, it's just doing extra damage. So you might as well just add a 0.5 to the multiplier that you see on the skill. It's not really doing, you know, boss max HP. I've never understood why they do that. It doesn't make any sense. However, legendaries don't have this limitation. Legendaries, when they put a bleed on something, it does, 8% or 5% or whatever it is off the boss, off of their max HP. So Kunar, I believe, is the only epic whose bleeds are not capped by his attack. Now, this could be completely wrong, but it's just what I saw on the wiki. So I have found instances where the wiki is dead wrong. So like it says Chloe Van's S2 skill, it drops like a heal and some like buffs on your people, whereas the real Chloe Van S2 stuns or paralyzes mobs for 2 turns. So there's a huge difference in that. I don't really know why the wiki's off. So I'm hoping that this guy, he's cool. I'm going to level him up. These are just, 5-star epics that I'm going to level up, check them out, try them out, throw some gear on them. And if I like what they do, check out the encounters, see if I can use them. And if not, fuse them. Bam, get me a 6-star epic. Maybe I get a dupe for one of the epics that I need. So we'll confirm. And speaking of 6-star epics, this is the epic fusion right here. Cypress and Leskar. And oh no, 40k. I didn't think it was gonna cost more. We just got smoked. What are we gonna do? How do we generate some gold? Let's see, scrap. Now that's gonna actually cost us gold. Sell. 2,400. That's not a lot of gold. Shit. Let's see. Elunes. Oh, it doesn't even tell us what we're gonna get. No. All right. Well, that's a giant bust. 7k gold. Let's farm it out. We'll talk about the game a little bit while we farm. So we need to replace some of these guys. So let's just team. Replace this guy with... shit, let's just replace him with the guys we just summoned. Or no, let's get these guys out of the training. No. Let's see, Sid Rainier. Huskar. Kunar. And let's do the Knicks. Okay. And repeat battle. And we should get a decent amount of gold like every run, so it's not, I don't think it'll take a long time. If it ended up taking too long, what I'll do is I'll just splice the video, and then we'll just come back to it so that we can do that final, oh, what's going on here? Turn your skills off. Good sirs. And so, I'm actually kind of happy that I went for Balder and 6-starred him. He has some pretty... Ooh, a Pirate Darkcher. All right. So what do we get? 700 gold. Okay, so it's not going to take that long. We'll do the Pirates if we have the energy. Oh, we have a shitload of energy. All right. So the reason I really like Balder is that he brings AoE to the table, but he's not an AoE character. I don't really like AoE characters. I do like super high single target damage characters. And Balder, he doesn't bring bleed, but he brings blaze, which is a really good skill. His S1 puts blaze up and does good single target damage. His S3, his ultimate, is a single target ability that if it crits, it like pops the blaze for like 15% soul damage. I don't really know exactly what that means, but I do see the boss's like HP bar get chunked when it happens. And so he's a single target guy. His focus is single target, but he brings this really sweet, 4 soul AoE that does pretty decent damage. And I like it because when I'm farming, he just prioritizes that little mini AoE because he starts with 5 soul. He can't ult, so he'll just do that, and on a one wave stage, he just clears it. And like it's just super sweet. So we'll see him in action right here. Oh, we got 10k gold right there. Is that enough? That is enough. Oh, so we got lucky. All right. So let's just show you one instance of this guy farming it up. And like, if you guys know of any better levels to farm on, please by all means just drop it in the comments below. If you see me fusing a champion that's just absolutely awesome, and you're like, why the fuck did you fuse that guy? Drop it in the comments. Let me know, because I'm completely new to this game, so I really don't know what's going on. There you see his little fire tornado, and boom, clears it in just a few seconds, and 2k XP, 2k XP, 2k XP. It moves the bars quick. I like it. Confirm reward. Oh my god, another pirate detected. That is crazy. We're going to go ahead and do it, because, hell, that's another 10k gold. And a shitload of XP. And so these pirate things, this is how you get your skill books. It's not a big deal. You'll get legendary pages just throughout the course of the day if you're farming. And, sooner or later, by the end of the day, by the end of 2 days, you'll have enough for a legendary skill book. And then, boom, you can advance one of your legendary skills. It's a pretty sweet mechanic. And, there's like things like the Zodiac that can increase your chances to find pirates. So, yeah, lots of cool things going on in this game. I was going to take it off auto and swap turns and send it to Actually, we'll do that, because otherwise he was gonna do his ultimate because he had more than 6 souls. But like, hopefully you guys are seeing it. This game look how crisp everything moves, and just like the frame rate. It's just amazing looking. Look at all the gear, 2 epic, 1 blue, and 10k gold. Nice. And in case you're wondering, those like shitty little like gray and green skill books, those aren't a waste. You can fuse those up into epics, and into rares, into epic, and eventually into legendary pages, into legendary books. So those are just as good loot. And it might take you a little bit longer to get there, but they're definitely not wasted. Refresh standby. My quests are about to refresh, but anyway, let's get to this fusion, because I want to do this. We got 55k, and let's fuse this. All right. 6-star epic coming up. Who's it gonna be? Oh, that would have been so bitchin' if I got the 1% for the legendary. Come on, someone good, someone good, someone good. 6-star me, someone good. Oh, interesting. This little beast is pretty baller. She's got some crazy single target damage. I think once she kills someone, I'm not really sure. I have to read her skills. That's a pretty sweet pull, and I like the way she looks at 6-star. Holy crap, she looks good. Nice. All right, guys. All right, and so that'll round out the video. If you're wondering, where do you get the epics? Where do you get the epics? You get the epics from your epics. As you can see, it's only a 50% loss. So when you fuse 2 epics, you get an epic back. So you can keep leveling that up. It's not like you're gonna burn through your epics just like crazy. And then what you can do is, if you're ever in need of fodder, of course, you can use your friendship points to summon. You'll get some rares, but if you're farming, you're scrapping all of your greens and your grays and stuff, you're gonna get this light, these little balls of light. And this is another pretty sweet mechanic that they've had in this game, is with these balls of light, you can summon anything on this board. When you summon the whole board in the span of 7 days, you get a 4 to 5-star legendary Elune. So this is a gated. This is going to put you behind. Whoa! Don't do that. It's going to put you behind that seed gate, but it will give you legendaries. And so the entire board costs 72,000 light. You can see I'm at 16,000. I am not going to summon until I have 72,000 saved up, because what I don't want to do is burn 16,000 or burn 50,000, unlock a lot of the board, and then have it just refresh and then kind of be screwed. So don't screw yourself. Save up 72k, then do all your summons. But you can see you get a shitload of epics. You get 3 on the top row, 3 on the bottom row, so 3 plus 2, 5. You get 15 epics just from this board, and you get 10 rares. And you can scrap the rares for more light and kind of progress yourself through this board. There are a lot of ways to kind of progress your account that don't involve just, summoning monsters with crystals. That being said, you're going to be doing dailies, you're going to be doing weeklies, you're going to be doing your quests and stuff like that. You're going to get crystals. And so don't be pissed when you go to your crystal, you don't get a legendary, you get 4 epics and 7 blues. It's super good. It's progress. It's not just crap. It's all going to go towards unlocking your fusions and getting those 6-star epics and eventually those 6-star legendaries to go into your dupes. So I cannot say enough about these mechanics that they've added into the game. I think they're sweet. They're not like hidden. They're not hidden pay bullshits or anything like that. They're not tournaments designed to make you spend money, or they're not carrots dangled in front of you under the guise of an event so that makes you think that you could do it, but in reality there's no way for you to complete it without spending real money. No, this is all like milestone type stuff that they've added into this game, that if you play it and you're diligent and you do your stuff, eventually you will get all the stuff and you'll definitely make progress, and the legendary stuff is not out of reach. Now, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do in the future. I don't know if they're going to add tons of new banners and characters. That, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a banner. I'm sure there's going to be a badass new legendary that is going to be sweet like Mikazuki, but DPS and self heal and tanks everything, and then permanently stuns the boss. For sure they're going to do that, but until then, right now in this kind of fresh stage, the game is really cool, and we'll see what Game Evil or Gameville decide to do, and what direction they want to take this game. So far, I've been really impressed with their compensation system seems to be automatic. When you get booted or kicked out of a dungeon, you get Aeon back in mail automatically. B, some people noticed a bug with one of the characters, and they didn't wait 2 weeks to fix this character. Granted, it was a pretty big bug because I think it made her go infinite and just keep doing damage. But they hotfixed that shit in 6 hours. They didn't mess around. And their posts on Discord from their official person, completely legible, pretty good grammar, no shitty Google Translates. Pretty impressed. I think these dudes are professional, and I think they got something really, really cool going here. I've been playing these kind of shitty games for a really long time. You get burnt by a lot of them, and I'm not going to say that this one's not going to burn you, but this one definitely has what it needs to right now in order to keep a free-to-play player playing. It's cool. Check it out. This is Elune. We'll go back to the lobby because my dudes look super sweet, and free shit. This happens all the time. Just, there we go, login rewards. And this is actually really good stuff. For example, if you take the light, you get 450 light per day. Let's just call it 500 for easy math. That's 15,000 light over the course of a month that they just give to you. Like I said, 72,000, it gives you a legendary. And you're scrapping, you're doing all sorts of other stuff. You're getting light from other sources. This isn't your only source. But this is just, 15,000 as a login gift. For me, I always take the energy because I've been doing a lot of farming. I'm working towards those fusions. I like energy. That being said, I think if you are going to spend a little bit of currency, put that currency into energy. Energy is extremely valuable in this game. You get those fusions, you can bypass seed gate, and you can quickly power up your account. So anyways, guys, hopefully this didn't go too long. Hopefully you guys took something away from this video. If anything, you just took away that I'm not dissing the game. I think it's pretty good. I don't have a lot of shitty things to say about it. So yeah, come in, check it out. Enjoy Elune. This is Framsham, out.